Good morning, Your Holiness. It's an honor for me to be here, and I'm just going to go over some of the questions that we collected from, the students. The first question is compassion as an important part of the secular ethics. When should people cultivate compassion? Can older people also cultivate compassion? Can anyone who has done bad things also cultivate it? That's the first question.
Very good question. Now, as I already mentioned, basic human nature, more compassionate nature. Now, according to science, and then the reality also, we are a social animal, including those top leaders. Without a community, they cannot survive. So, the source of individual happiness or successful life entirely depend on the community. So community is ultimate source of one's own individual happiness or successful life. So we should take care about them. So that's by nature. Now use the Buddhist sort of teaching about emotion in order to tackle our destructive emotions such as anger. Now use our, as I already mentioned, use our intelligence. Then over 40 years, I have serious discussion with scientists, and then number of scientists, now they really appreciate about our tradition, how to tackle our emotion and how to keep peace of mind. So over 40 years, you see, as a result of our discussion, it is mutual learning. We learn some latest scientific finding, and they learn about psychology, how to build peace of mind, like that.
Thank you very much. The second question is, if happiness is a common goal pursued by all human beings, can conversion to a certain religious belief achieve this goal more effectively?
As Indian tradition, a secular concept without belief religion. As I mentioned earlier, you see, out of 300 volumes, they content, you see, one religion, one academic. So, according to Indian tradition, without accept any religion, remain non-believer. Meantime, you see, utilize these sort of knowledge how to tackle the destructive emotion which destroy peace of mind and eventually healthy body and happy family. So these are secular way. So it is not necessary in order to practice or say increase these positive human value such as compassion. Not necessary to become religious minded or Buddhist. Not necessary. Remain non-believer and be good human being. Okay. So we are not talking about next life, but just this life, day-to-day life, week by week, month by month, year by year. Through that way, you remain warm-hearted human being and very friendly human being with everybody. Then, at the end of death, you see, you get more people who pray. If you carry your life more angry, so the angry face, then when you passed away, then many people say, "Oh, very good. Now that bad person now gone." So no good. You see, short, maximum 100 year. This 100 year, try to be good human being. Good human being is more warm-hearted human being and a very friendly attitude with any human being. and this life become much more happier. That creates good ground for good next life. Okay. Next life, you cannot buy with dollar, with yuan marbe, ka, jiming with kasa. Oh, renminbi. So only our own sort of way of life. This very human being carry good way of life, more compassionate life. That's the guarantee. Your next life will be happy, good human being. Okay. Next question.
Okay. Good morning, Your Holiness. My name is Chuang Chen. I'm a law student, so I have a question about the relationship between the law and the faith. Since everyone is legally obligated to do their best to avoid harm to others, is this the same thing as Buddhism teaching that we should not hurt others as a law requirement that we avoid to hurt others? Is this the same thing? And what's your opinion about the relationship between faith and law, between religion and law? Thanks.
Yes, action or non-violence, the same, but the reason or the sources of that non-violence, not by law, but voluntarily use human intelligence. If we harm other, the consequences you will suffer. Help other, consequences you get benefit. So any sort of animal, including we human being, we take care first yourself. So some kind of selfish thinking oneself. And since many years, I expressing we are selfish. Because of that, we survived. Now that selfish should be wise selfish, rather sort of foolish selfish. Taking care yourself, but you say harming other, forget others' well-being. It's wrong. You cannot sort of escape from human community. If you have some sort of also ability, create problem on this planet, this galaxy, then go some other galaxies, then okay. Otherwise, you see, whether you like it or not, you have to sort of live among within this world. So then, you see, much better to create more friends, east, west, south, north. So I always consider oneness of human being. 7 billion human beings are same human being. So different color, different nationality, different religion, it is secondary. Basically, we are same human being. With that sort of belief, with that concept, wherever I go, I always feel we are same human brothers, sisters. Okay. And by nature, young children, they don't care what others' religion, what other person's, other child's religion or country. So long play together, we are same. We must keep that spirit. Okay. Then you will be, it's much more happier. When you say, I met some people, when they introduce themselves, I feel boring. No need any introduce. So long, human face, human eye, human nose, human, the mouth, and smile. That's the best way to introduce. Rank or religion, these are secondary, not important. Next question.
Good morning, Your Holiness. The next question that I will be presenting to you is, what if there is a conflict between secular ethics slash universal responsibility and national interest of a country?
Oh, national interest with broad mind and because of the long-sighted, then no sort of conflict. But any human community, any nation, part of humanity. So you have to take care about humanity in order to your own national interest. If you're short-sighted, narrow-minded, then only think your own nation. I think, look, I always say the telling and with believe, European Union, First World War, Second World War, European Union, I'm a member of European Union, and particularly French and Germany. Almost, I think, century-old enemy. But end of second century, no, end of Second World War. Then de Gaulle of France, French de Gaulle, and German Adenauer. Now they realize, instead of fighting, we should take common interest. So they, mainly I think these two persons, you see, they create European Union. So previously, these member states much sort of killing each other. After European Union developed, then at least now last a few decades, very peaceful. If European Union not yet developed, then I think last few decades, I think some killing must take place. Right? Could be more violence. So the Europeans, through a lot of sort of suffering out of war, out of violence, they become more mature. They think common interest. So they develop a European Union. Wonderful. I really admire. So now in Latin America and Africa, I think Africa, whole Africa, too big, at least Northern Africa, Eastern Africa, Western Africa, something like that, eventually you see create some kind of union. That's the best guarantee to keep peace. So in Asia, sometimes I have one dream. Japan, China, Korea, Vietnam, India, some kind of union. That's, I think, best guarantee. And economically, immense benefit. And education field, you see, as a one union and exchange, no restriction. So, then we Tibetan very happily join that kind of union. Already, you see, we are not seeking separation from People's Republic of China. So we voluntarily, you see, decide, remain within the People's Republic of China. Now People's Republic of China should think more because of the wider perspective, think more, not just China, 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 not say that. Think, I think China, most populated nation on this planet. And then second, India. So Sino-Indian good relation is very important.
The next question is, Your Holiness, how can all faith come together and accept one another?
Oh, look, India. I spent now over 60 years in this country. Now India is my home. Now here, all major world religious traditions live together with mutual respect. I never heard complaint from Shia side and Sunni side. I never heard. But in our next neighbor, Shia and Sunni fighting, killing each other. In this country, over 1,000 years, almost I think 2,000 years, all major religious tradition come here. Besides India's homegrown different tradition, Sangha tradition, Jain tradition, Buddhist tradition, and many other Hindu tradition. These are homegrown. Then from outside, Zoroastrian come, and then Judaism, Muslim, Christian come here. All live together very harmoniously. Harmony, very good harmony. So one of my commitment is try to promote religious harmony, because I have full confidence it is possible. Now this country, India, over a billion populated nation, this religious harmony is wonderful. So with genuine harmony, mutual respect, that helpful to mutual learning. Yes, now next question.
So I'd like to present to you the last question, Your Holiness, for the evening. Your Holiness, can you talk about whether atheism or theism better support the development of moral standards?
All major world religion all carry same message of love. All carry. Because I usually see express all those religion is actually human beings' religion, human creation. So therefore, all those religion carry best quality of human being. That is human love. Then, in order to achieve that, you see different philosophy. Some say there is God, creator. Some say no creator, like Buddhism and Jainism and one part of Sankhyaism. No concept of creator, but rather self-creation. So other, I think most of the religion believe creator. But that's method. But so long, goal is same. Kindness, loving kindness. So this different philosophy is different method, but same goal. So as far as different method is concerned, within Buddhism, in the Nalanda tradition, Vivashik school of thought, Sotantic school of thought, Chitta Mantra school of thought, Madhyamika school of thought. And within these different Buddhist philosophical school of thought, within each there are some divisions. So these are necessary according people who have different mental disposition. So you need different philosophical approach. But no problem. In fact, we can learn each other like that. Among these Nalanda master, you see these four schools of thought, and particularly Chitta Mantra school of thought and the Madhyamika philosophical thought. You see a lot of sort of debate, a lot of sort of discussion. Helpful. Like that. So, so religious harmony is very possible. India is the living example. Indian Muslim, because the whole sort of society, different religion there, so you see they, from childhood, they already know there are different traditions. Whereas some isolated different country, then they almost as a concept of one truth, one religion. That's something developed because they isolated. In this country, the concept of several truth, several religion here. So in terms of individual practitioner, concept of one truth, one religion is good. But in terms of society, it is impossible. In the society, the concept of several truth, several religion is very relevant. That's a reality. According to the circumstances, there are many different religious traditions, and then you say emphasis one truth, one religion, then you become isolated. You suffer. I'm Buddhist. I never say Buddhism is best. I never say it. For me, Buddhism is best. But when I talk with a group of people, I never say Buddhism is best. Like that. Okay.
Thank you, Your Holiness.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, according to today's reality, each individual, each nation's future depends on the rest of the human community. That's a reality. Now, according to that reality, we really need sense of oneness of entire 7 billion human beings. That's very important. Now you are young people, so future depend on you. Future not depend on me. Now, you see, I think another 15, 20 years I may live. But after that, you see, my time gone. But human being, till I think global warming become very serious, then world itself become desert. Till that, we human beings remain. So these young people are the future of humanity. So your thinking, and also you see, you should pay more attention about global warming. That's quite serious. Okay, very important. And then I want to share global level, huge gap, rich and poor. And within the nation, gap, rich and poor. This, I think you should keep in your mind to reduce this gap and pay more attention about poorer people. Very sad. So the other day, I also expressed publicly. So, like those refugees, and in Africa, in Latin America, some poor people, they are daily their life facing some difficulties. So we should think. You should think about, this gap, rich and poor. This is a very serious matter. It's totally against sense of compassion. We should take everyone, and particularly those needy people, poor people. Thank you.